OK, we'll see how we get on with that later on. But now it's time to do the news. Now, BMW has made a 3-cylinder hybrid. Would you like to see a photograph of it?
Well, no, not really. No.
Well, that's a rotten bit of luck, because here it is.
Wow, is that it?
Yeah, 3-cylinder hybrid, right there.
It's quite good.
Is it vaguely reminiscent of the old M1? Do you remember the supercar they did?
What it is, I'll tell you exactly what it is. That is the future. It really genuinely is. It's lightweight construction, petrol engine, working in tandem with an electric motor. And I know that sounds dreary, but think about it. It's the exact same recipe you get in a McLaren P1, and that is not dreary at all.
No, and more to the point, you've driven it. It's on the show next week.
Yes.
Oh, come on, give us a hint. What's it like?
It's genuinely unbelievable. The speed simply is mind-blowing.
How fast?
But you're beyond... You can't keep up with just how fast it goes, that P1. And because of the P1, it means normal people can now drive a hybrid. You don't have to wear nuclear-free peace sandals. You can be like normal people here and have a hybrid. That's why I think that is going to be brilliant. You know, the thing is, OK, it'll go like a 911, cost about the same as a 911, but you don't have to be a moron to drive one. Right, James and Richard both
really?
have
We are back at work, aren't we?
We are back in the playground.
We are.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about things I'm sorry I missed while we've been off air. Plans are being drawn up, right, to find the owner of a car if a passenger throws litter out of the window.
Fine him?
The owner.
No,
The owner.
throw him to the dogs.
Well, no,
Use the Kim Jong-un technique on people who litter.
No, I know what you mean, because littering is the most moronic crime. It's pitiful. However, thanks to this, there is now an excuse for it.
Excuse for littering?
Yeah.
What?
Think about it. James, mate, can I
Yes?
have a lift home tonight in your car? just me and, like, my favourite bin bag full of empty crisp packets.
I was once riding my motorcycle past a line of stationary cars, and I was hit in the face by half a ready meal that had been thrown out of the window. I mean, still hot. I'm talking about.
That was me.
Was it?
Yeah, and it wasn't a ready meal.
No. It was an adult nappy.
Anyway, we've had the Formula One testing all last week, as I'm sure you know. Important this year, the testing, because there's so many new rules. The cars now have to have 1.6-litre engines, they have to have narrower wings, and sex aids on the front.
Don't be stupid. They don't have to...
They do!
You're making that...
Hello? Have a look at this, the Caterham.
That's a sex aid on the front! Oh, no!
We've got a close-up on the Toro Rosso.
Oh, God! You wouldn't want to be rear-ended by that, would you? That's...
Because you think about it, you get in the car, strap yourself in, and there it is.
It's a strap-on, basically.
It's Formula Strap 1.
Formula
Strap 1 is what it is.
Right, here's a scenario. You're racing towards the finish line, neck and neck. You want to cross the line first. It's good if you could extend the front bit. And maybe if you were, I don't know, let's say, having trouble extending the bit at the front, they could have a little blue triangular button on the steering wheel that you can press, and then...
V-Power.
Yes!
There it is.
For about an hour and a half, it's longer. I'm just saying.
You don't get coverage like that in Autosport magazine.
Yeah.
Now, are you always late for your game of golf? Are you sick of being the last to the lodge? Well, it's good news!
Is it another Dacia?
It's not a Dacia. There is a new 450 brake horsepower Lexus called the RC-F. Here it is. What do you think?
I hate to have to say this, James, but I actually quite like it.
No, I'm quite glad, because I quite like it as well.
Oh, God, I'm going to catch golf from you two.
I'm going to turn up next week like that.
Hang on a minute, though. This is the second Lexus you've liked.
It is. You're a Lexus fan. There you go.
And then I'm going to join the police as a constable and become a chief inspector within a week with my trouser leg rolled up in one of those.
Oh, it was a Mason's. I thought that was a sexual thing.
Oh, I tell you what I was driving the other day. New Mercedes S-Class, which is available with a thermal imaging camera, OK, which sends a feed from the front of the car onto the dashboard. So you can see what's ahead at night, beyond the range of your headlights. We've got some footage of it here. So as you're driving along, the camera can see animals. There you go. It picks them out in red, or people.
Oh, 'cause
as it's going along, there is an animal, you see.
That's clever.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gimmick, though, isn't it? You wouldn't sort of rely on
Well,
it.
no, you say that, James, but I was coming back to my flat in London the other night. It was quite late, in the S-Class, with that turned on. And as I was going up, it picked out a red box in some bushes just outside my front door. So I drove up. Thought, what on earth is that at this time of the morning? Drove up. When the headlights got there, paparazzi photographer.
So it can actually find Paps hiding in the dark.
Yeah, but there's a problem, because when I tried to run him down, as you get near, it automatically applies the brakes. So what's the point of targeting somebody if you then can't hit them? Back to the drawing board with that, please, Mercedes.
I don't like that.
Now, obviously, the biggest news while we were off air was the tragic accident that Michael Schumacher had. Now, I don't know if any of his family are watching, but I'm sure everybody here would join with us to wish him a full and speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
Come on, old fella, pull through.
Now, tonight, we are attempting to prove to our teenage producers that the hot hatches of our youth were better than the hot hatches of today.
Yes, and when we left the action, we were at the Top Gear Restoration Technical Centre, where we had decided to wrap our cars ourselves.